I'm Nick Solomos, the director of Derrimut 247 Gyms.
My name's Ashley, and I'm the CEO of Derrimut Gym.
Peter Kargas, Head of Operations.
Hey, I'm Andre. I'm the National Brand Manager for Derrimut Gym.
I'm Martin. I'm the Social Media Manager.
My name is Sheng. I'm the Graphic Designer here at Derrimut Gym.
I'm Yoshan. I'm the Web Developer of the Derrimut.
Yeah, hi team. I'm James. I am the Warehouse Manager here for Derrimut 24/7.
Hello, my name is Isaiah and I'm a warehouse worker.
Hi there, I'm Noah. I'm one of the warehouse workers at Derrimut Gym.
Dean, I do the warehousing.
Name's Steve. I'm the Brand Analyst Manager for Derrimut 24/7.
My name is Fong. I'm the head chef for all our meals.
Cedric Laurie, CFO at Derrimut, responsible for financial reports, getting money into the business, and making sure that equipment is well financed.
Hi, my name is Kunang. I'm the payroll administrator in Derrimut Gym 247.
Hi, this is Imrul Hassan. I'm the accountant of Derrimut Gym.
My name is Gibson. I'm 2IC of Kitchen.
So for me, the first thing I do when I get out of bed is if it's raining outside and there's no natural light, turn all my lights on in the house, brighten it up, right? Get myself going. Get a dopamine effect or melatonin effect. So all the little things, all the habits help, right? So when you have your bad days and you're confused, you don't know what to do, you go back to my habits. What do I do? What's my routine every morning? Derrimut for me is everything. Rocking up to the gym training. It's not about aesthetics, cosmetic look, outlifting other people. And the doctors don't really understand much about strength training and the mental aspects and the benefits. You look at suicide stats, and most of them are, if you break all them lines down, it's lack of movement. If it's physical or mental. I used to play poker professionally, and I remember one professional poker player that's from Melbourne. He said to me, "You don't have a choice of the cards that get dealt to you, but what you do have is a choice how you play them." And he goes, when you look at the most prestigious tournaments, it's not pocket aces that win the heads up. It's random cards that outplays the player.
I think it's a really sensitive topic, and I touched on it earlier. I think you have to have the ability to identify it. You've got to address it, and you've got to know that it's okay to address it. But you've also got to know the repercussions if you don't. And I think there's more awareness around the issue of mental health today, which is great. I look back 10, 15 years ago, and particularly when I was going through a bit of a personal battle myself, the support wasn't there. So, as I alluded to, I was kind of in it on my own and had to work my way through it. But knowing the involvement of time and with the awareness and the approach that I guess a lot of organisations have now, I think there's a greater network for men to be able to tap into, and I'm all about you're a product of your own environment. So I think by spending time with people that might have had the same experiences, I think that's key to get involved with groups such as that.
Express, especially the vulnerable and the emotional side, because even in the media you see women tend to express themselves more emotionally. And I do think that it's okay for men to do that as well, especially because
every single day I'm struggling with the stress and depression, but I think we need stress if we try to find some different things, we had to face to the stress. So sometime if I can't find the solution for that problems, so I'm getting depressed.
That approach, but even when you have bad days, you think it's just a bad day. Life has to move forward. There's no point sitting at home and thinking about the day or how this affects you. You just got to move on. Just get outside, go talk to people, go train, get out of your routine, exchange thoughts with other people. Speak to other people, and it'll help you.
Yeah, I reached out to the closest person that I knew, which was my grandmother when she was alive. And then I went through the process with her. She was the closest thing to me. You just can't help but look up to your loved ones.
Reach out.
You gotta do it. There's nothing that we can't figure out.
When I was maybe a few years back, I just didn't feel good. At the time when it happened, I I didn't understand. Like, I didn't know what was going on. Yeah, I just thought it was a hard time. It'd be better the next day. I kept it to myself. I didn't want anyone else to know. Oh, that was not the greatest idea to keep it to myself.
Male suicide attempts are more commonly linked to relationship issues, work or money issues, and drugs and alcohol.
Have you ever personally struggled with mental health at all?
I did it for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I was just glad I had good people around me, good support, get me through it, and encourage me while I was going through things. So.
He wasn't himself. This year was going to be the hardest year. You know, I've always been sad, you know, from, you know, finding out your father was dying and there's nothing you can do. Going to do day by day. I'd probably say to go talk about it to someone that knows how to deal with something like that.
I'm quite a positive person, for those who know me. I keep quite an optimistic outlook on life. But there's always going to be days. That's going to get to everyone, and no one likes talking about it. There's the old consensus of men don't speak. This stigma of, you know, you're just not capable enough to be a strong man, which isn't a good thing either.
Interesting.
So yeah, a lot of people struggle in silence. Talk about it, you know, and they want an environment that you feel safe enough in to discuss things.
Yeah.
It's okay not to be okay, because everyone's going to be there one day, or you know, sooner or later. There's going to be a day you're not okay.
Not personally. I've been pretty good and fortunate to, with the amount of experience I've had with different workplaces and the support I've had around the two companies I've been mainly a part of since the age of 18, I've been pretty fortunate to not suffer from that perspective. But like anyone, we have our ups and downs, and mentally it does get taxing, but you just got to find a way to push through and, you know, lean on your co-workers, obviously family, to support you through the tough times.
What I see is the hardest thing is people coming forward to ask for help. Sometimes when you see one of your team workers just having a bad day, the first thing that always comes out is they don't want to talk about it, nothing's wrong. So they're trying to get it out of them, and then once I do get it out of them, well, it comes down to, well, how can I help? Some advice, some people that I do work with that can help them.
We've all had our fair share of ups and downs in life. Life does happen, it sure does. Look, for me, mental health is, and especially men's mental health as well, is a key and critical sort of subject matter. I guess as a male and, you know, being ethnic, a lot of people kind of brush it under the carpet, so to speak. You know, and we never had that kind of vulnerability growing up.
I've struggled with mental health. Just sometimes work pressure, sometimes just pressures of life around those things, and general life issues that sometimes can be a bit of a mental health challenge. So what I do normally is just after work, 6 o'clock, just unwind, just leave the phone alone, don't pick up the phone until the next morning, and I also don't read too much newspapers, try to pick up on good news stories or good news books, so just kind of switch off from 6, and so no social media after 6. And that helps quite a lot.
I mean, if you're really struggling, counseling, communication is the key. And I don't think it's easy for any man to open up to another man as well. Usually it goes by joke, the way they joke around in a table. Some part of the joke is the truth, but people take it as a joke and then they laugh off it, and then, like I said, they just forget about it after that. Yeah, so I mean, if it's, my suggestion is that to get a professional help, obviously, if they're really struggling with it. Otherwise, talk to your colleagues in the office, the close ones that you trust. And
never experienced mental health in my life, but I've seen a few people struggled. It could be whether family-related, marriage-related, or work-related. Now, what I can see is most of the people I meet, like my friends, they're always stressed about their work. So it's probably something that we really need to focus on, probably, I don't know, to move forward.
What's the best piece of advice you would give someone if they came to you and say, "Hey, Emerald, I'm really struggling"?
I think the main thing is to communicate, because a lot of the guys, the men do the things like in a man way. They always hide. They don't want to show the weakness or any sort of weakness, whether it could be mental or physical. they always want to be like a man. They don't show anything. So, but for me, I think man needs to come out of this thing. They need to talk to their friends or talk to their partner or to their family. Just expose themselves so that in that way someone can guide them or understand their emotion and sympathy, that put forward sympathy towards the problem.
When COVID hit, it was a bit personal once, but then luckily nothing happened.
Thank God.
And then when my friends knew about that, they forced me to go back home, like the way I live, and then they make me go there every weekend so I don't do something stupid. It helped. There's a lot of people over there when they struggle a little bit and they try to find something else to do rather than like gym or like drinking, doing drugs. Well, just go gym, I'll go with you, I'll train you and keep making new habits and stuff. Okay.
You can stay, I don't mind.
I wouldn't mind.
Thanks, Martin.
You were better than the whiteboard. You were better than the red on that whiteboard.
I knew it.
What's up? How are we going? What do you guys? Hi, I'm Martin. Hi, I'm Martin. Social media.
I love that thing. Share it. There's no share.
No, that's fine.
Thank you so much. Was that hard?
No, thank you.